Hello everyone, this is English 2 for Primary 5 with me, Teacher Christine. Okay, so we are now in our new year. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy your New Year's Day. And we are going to talk about another topic for this week. Okay, so let's start. So we are going to practice your reading and learn some vocabularies that may help you introduce the places here in Thailand. Okay, so we are going to talk about interesting places in Thailand. Okay, so we have here the Grand Palace and Wat Prakeo. The Grand Palace and Wat Prakeo. Wat Pratat Doi Suthep. Wat Pratat Doi Suthep. Ayutthaya. Ayutthaya. Phu Kradong National Park. Phu Kradong National Park. Khao Thapo. Khao Thapo, or it was also called as Rocky Tower. Okay, Khao Thapo. Okay, so let's practice your reading by reading some informations about these places. So we have here the Grand Palace in Wat Prakeo. The Grand Palace in Wat Prakeo. So let's read something about this place. The Grand Palace and Wat Prakeo are on Napralan Road, near the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok. There are many beautiful buildings which were built in the time of King Rama I. Wat Prakeo houses the Emerald Buddha, which is one of the most well-known images of Buddha. The Buddha image is made of jade. A lot of tourists visit the Grand Palace in Wat Prakeo every day. Okay, I'll read it slower. And then afterwards, you have to read it with me, okay? The Grand Palace and Wat Prakeo are on Napralan Road, near the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok. There are many beautiful buildings which were built in the time of King Rama I. Wat Prakeo houses the Emerald Buddha, which is one of the most well-known images of Buddha. The Buddha image is made of jade. A lot of tourists visit the Grand Palace and Wat Prakeo every day. Okay, so I translated this in Thai. You may read the translation in Thai. Okay, so now let's go to Wat Pratat Doi Suthep. Okay, what's about this place? Wat Pratat Doi Suthep is the most well-known temple in Chiang Mai. It is in the north of Thailand. You can see a big golden chedi there. Many golden umbrellas are around the chedi. I don't know what chedi means because it isn't an English word, but I think it's a Thai word that was written in English here. Okay, I'll read it slower. Wat Pratat Doi Suthep is the most well-known temple in Chiang Mai. It is in the north of Thailand. You can see a big golden chidi there. Many golden umbrellas are around the chidi. Okay, so there is a translation for that so that you will understand properly. You can read. Okay, so now let's go to the next place, which is Ayutthaya. Ayutthaya is the ancient capital of Thailand. It is in the central part of Thailand. There are many ancient places and palaces there. Ayutthaya is the ancient capital of Thailand. It is in the central part of Thailand. There are many ancient places and palaces there. Okay, so the Thai translation for this. Okay, so next is Pukradong National Park. So Pukradong National Park is on top of the highest mountain in Leo, a province in the northeast of Thailand. Pukradong National Park is on the top of the highest mountain in Leo, a province in the northeast of Thailand. Okay, so the Thai translation for this. Okay, so now is Kautapo or the Rocky Tower. Kautapo Rocky Tower is in Phang a southwest province of Thailand. This rock stands in the sea. It looks like a nail. If you want to take a trip to these places, you can go by car, by bus, by train, or by plane. Okay, so I'll read it again. Khao Tapo Rocky Tower is in Phang Nga, a southwest province of Thailand. This rock stands in the sea. It looks like a nail. If you want to take a trip to these places, you can go by car, by bus, by train, or by plane. Okay, so let's see what is the Thai translation for that. Okay, so there you have it. You can always go back in part of the video if you wanted to understood some words that you haven't encountered yet, or you missed something. You can always go back in that part of the video. Now let's go to your worksheet. Okay, so your worksheet, I made it easier for you because it's New Year. I don't want you to stress out. So name each famous place in Thailand shown in the picture. Note, write in English, not in Thai. Some of you have written your answers in Thai, so you got 0 in your worksheets. So you need to write it in English, okay? So because this is an English subject, so you need to consider also that I don't know how to read Thai. So this is, for example, this one is Ayutthaya. Okay, so number 3 is Ayutthaya. So you have to identify these places on your own. So next is comprehension. Read the paragraph below and identify if the statement is true or false. So this paragraph is about the Grand Palace in Wat Prakel. So you just need to read every sentence. For example, number 1. Wat Prakel is in Ayutthaya. Is it true? Okay, if this is false or incorrect, you write down false. Number 2. Beautiful buildings were built in the time of King Rama I. Is it true or false? Number 3. Wat Prakel houses the Emerald Buddha. Is it true? You write it down. Number 4. The Buddha image is made of gold. Is it true or false? Just write it down here. Only few tourists visit the Grand Palace in Wat Prakel every day. Is it true or false? Okay, you write it down and you read you read the paragraph so that you will be able to answer each item. Okay, so that's it for this week. I hope that you learned something from me out of this lesson. And also, we are going to talk about this lesson again the next week because we are going to use it in a conversation practice. Goodbye and take care.